Cross River Urban Development Amendment Bill 2024 scales second reading in State House of Assembly. Nigerian Union of Pensioners demand inclusion in National Minimum Wage Review Committee. Plus, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps seek collaboration with Nigerian Television Authority, Calabar, to tackle insecurity. Good evening and good to have you on Nta Calabar News Highlight. I am Oba Hyacinth. The news in details. The Cross River State Urban Development Amendment Bill 2024 has passed through the second reading at the State House of Assembly. Uduak Etim report that members representing Akamkpa State constituency, Okonowona, is calling for urbanization of Akamkpa town.
Member representing Akamkpa 1 State constituency, Okonowona, is concerned about urban development due to rapid urbanization and economic growth. Based on this, the Cross River State Urban Development Authority Amendment Bill 2024 was read the second time on the floor of the House, as sponsor Okonowona is calling for urbanization of some areas in Akamkpa, which he referred to as an urban city. This development, according to the lawmaker, will attract investment to the area, as Akamkpa is endowed with abundant solid minerals and has contributed immensely to the state revenue generation.
Over 70% of agro-industry and solid mineral development companies are in Akamkpa carrying out exploration. That accounts for why Akamkpa local government support the Cross River State government with over 70% of the entire revenue that is netted to develop this state is from Akamkpa. And this gives the reason why Akamkpa should be developed. It's on record. Akamkpa is one of the oldest local governments in Cross River State, and yet it's almost the least in terms of development. So with the establishment of this law, we are amending this urban development authority law to include Akamkpa. Is going to usher in development.
Other members supported the passage of the amendment bill, believing that when the town is open, it will boost commercial activities.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to start by commending the member representing Akamkpa 1 State constituency for bringing to this chamber an amendment bill seeking to amend the Cross River State Urban Development Law to include Akamkpa. Mr. Speaker, this is a call for equity.
It's very pertinent that these people of Cross River State will be aware that this is really needed as far as Akamkpa is concerned. Mr. Speaker, Akamkpa local government is the largest in this state.
90% of Cross River revenue comes from Akamkpa. We as a house, we are standing firmly to cry with him and also support him. So we have no other option than to appeal that this bill should be given swift and smooth passage.
Speaker of the 10th Assembly, Elvet Ayambem, commended the sponsor of the bill, noting that developing urban areas requires a great deal of planning.
If you come together as leaders, this is by way of advice, and take a decisive position that every company that is domiciled in Akamkpa must live up to their corporate social responsibilities.
The bill was committed to the House Committee on Judiciary, Public Service Matters and Works for further legislative action. In Calabar, Uduak Etim, NTA News.
The Cross River State government says plans are underway to improve efficiency of its air and water transportation system to facilitate trade and commerce between the state and Equatorial Guinea. Governor Basiotu stated this when the Consul General of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea in Calabar, Indeuso Ondo Nchama, paid a courtesy visit on him. Justina Etim reports.
The visit of the Consul General of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea in Nigeria to the Government House is to further strengthen the bilateral relations between the Republic, the states, and the nation at large. The Consul General speaks through an interpreter.
Our visit to Your Excellency today is enforcement the good relationship existing between the Republic of Equatorial Guinea and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thanks for the good political aspiration between the two heads of state in the aspect of diplomatic, security, business, maritime, aviation, etc.
Governor Tu, who believes that great economic opportunities abound between the states and Equatorial Guinea, sees for more collaborations to boost trade and investments.
In terms of the marine economy, I believe that something that is majorly lacking is actually a vessel or a ship to carry the movement of cargo between here and then straight to Equatorial Guinea. I know that the present movement happens to be here to Cameroon and then Cameroon to Equatorial Guinea. In business, you know that the cost implications of that can be very, very huge. So we'll be looking forward to further discussions and deliberations so that we build this partnership into a stronger one. If we need to come 50%, you come 50%, we don't mind even a joint venture.
The Cross River State government assures it will continue to strengthen the cordial relationship which exists between the state and the Republic of Equatorial Guinea. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
In a bid to reduce poverty among citizens and empower farmers in Nigeria, the federal government has organized a one-day empowerment training, distributed farm inputs and cash transfer to 243 farmers in Cross River State. Erica Ivy reports that the National Poverty Reduction with Growth Strategy Program is an instance of the Federal Ministry of Budget and National Planning in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture.
The federal government initiative is an effort to bring about positive change to smallholder farmers as agricultural landscape is evolving over time. The resource person who took participants on management and uses of farm inputs stressed the need for targeted farming toward result-oriented productivity to boost income generation and food sufficiency in the country.
So when you collect it, it's an input given to you to go to the field. And when you put it to the field, you discover that there will be greater production. The crop will perform well. And when you produce, you come out with greater output.
Is to make sure they utilize it and come out with good results that will impress the federal government to do more for them.
This support will go a long way to assist our local farmers in the state. Not only supporting them, it's going to be a cash transfer to their various accounts.
Incentives were presented to farmers, including farm seedlings, livestock, and aquaculture. Inputs worth 15,000 naira cash transfer to enhance productivity. As stakeholders advise beneficiaries on gainful opportunities to improve productivity to promote agricultural sector for a prosperous nation.
His Excellency is committed to ensuring that Cross River State maximizes the comparative advantages it has in agriculture.
Some beneficiaries appreciated the federal government initiative for sustaining and empowering small-scale farmers in the country.
It's a good thing. It's going to boost life. It's going to give life for the farmers and for the public, because there's no way you can support the farmers. The farmers run the economy. They drive the economy.
Input now, it is really going to boost the production of the fish. You know, we scale the fish. So if you feed the fish well, the weight will produce the money for you.
The farmers were drawn from the 18 local government areas of the states. In Calabar, Erica Ivy, NTA News.
Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps is seeking collaboration with the Nta Calabar to tackle insecurity and other vices in the country. These and other issues were brought to the fore during a courtesy visit by the Commandant, NSCDC, Cross River State Command, to the management of Nta Calabar. Benny Achibong completes the story.
Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps team, led by Commandant Charles Brown, during the courtesy visit to Nta Calabar management, emphasized on the need to strengthen ties with the media house in a bid to stem down social vices and security of government infrastructure.
Civil defense has various roles to play in the society. First, there's a mandate given to the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the protection of lives and property. That is one of our major roles to play. Then secondly, protection of critical assets and natural assets and critical infrastructure, which has to do with all the infrastructures of government, from the local government to the federal government.
General Manager Nta Calabar, Adekunle Ajibola, appreciated the efforts of the Corps, noting that their drive will be of benefit to the entire nation.
I also want a situation where we can synergize, not only on news, we can produce documentaries for the NSA to showcase the good job that we do. Please help us to critically look at that and see what the partnership details is, and then we can talk and take it forward from there.
The two government bodies took time to deliberate on other issues towards moving the nation forward. In Calabar, Benny Achibong, NTA News.
The over 6,000 matriculants into the University of Cross River State have been assured of good learning environment while being charged to remain committed to their studies to get the best out of the institution. The Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Augustine Okoangba, stated this at the 22nd matriculation ceremony for the 23-2024 academic session. Paul Abel completes the story.
The procession by the matriculating students and the Vice-Chancellor commenced the academic ceremony, with the students proceeding to their various designated faculties and the management taking their seats. In his matriculation address, the Vice-Chancellor highlighted the requirements for graduation, emphasized on students' welfare, security, crimes, antisocial behavior including cultism, and challenged the matriculants to develop desire and commitment for their studies.
We are also committed to ensure a secure environment devoid of all forms of crime. The university frowns at cultism and would not hesitate to apply the full measure of the law to discipline those who want to constitute themselves as miscreants in the university in the guise of cultism. Your matriculation today is only the beginning of your journey. You must know that the university graduates students in character and learning. Management and staff remain committed to making the university a citadel of excellence. This vision actualization also depends on the quality of graduates we turn out. It is our desire that you imbibe the culture of excellence.
One after the other, from one faculty to another, the matriculants, led by their deans of faculty, participated in the declaration of loyalty and matriculation oaths. Then, the students were formally admitted into the university, as some of them expressed excitement and prospects at the institution.
I'm very happy.
So, what are your prospects?
I want to become a first-class student.
I know this was the start, but I still thank God for everything, and I'm very happy that I'm matriculating with my classmates. I'm very happy about that. But so, me, what's coming in the future? Well, I'm still putting everything in God's hands.
To be the best in whatever I can do and to make this institution proud. To read my books, to attend classes on time, and etc.
I feel so good, I'm glad that I am here, and to make sure I improve my work in my own view.
The second matriculation assembly of the University of Cross River State closed.
With that declaration by the Vice-Chancellor, the ceremony was brought to an end, with the university band drawing the curtains with this piece. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
That's the much we can take on our news highlight. Good evening.